Hello everybody. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you were already a subscriber. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you my setup for February of 2025. So I know first and foremost that throws some people off that this is a 2023 planner, but in case you haven't seen other videos, my Hobonichi weeks from 2023, we were kind of on again, off again. So I decided that to earn a new Hobonichi weeks, I had to finish one. So this has really been a very fun journey of using literally every drop of space that I have. So, got some fun little stickers up front now. So one of the things that I wasn't using in the past was my monthly spreads. So this is actually December of 24. This is January of 25. We'll talk about that when we do my flip through for January. This is actually from 23. This is February of 2025. Of course, only I know that. I'm sure I could put better indicators or something like that. So I'm hoping to use this monthly spread pretty similar to how I did January, which is the first line I want to use as a temperature spot. As you can see, I'm not being super consistent. I do have my temperature for these 2 days. I just haven't entered it yet. The next line I use for weight. After that, I believe is calories. Let's see. Yes. So if I'm under or over or flat kind of thing, and by how much, and then my steps. So some things about that I haven't quite loved is the fact that my watch, because I wear an Apple Watch, if it's charging, I'm really bad about not sitting down. And also I do talk with my hands a lot. So I always kind of take the measurement with a grain of salt. And what's also different about February to January is the fact that I have in pencil written in my runs, because I kind of I wanted to know where they were going to fall a little bit, and actually some of them are wrong because I was reading the wrong manual. There's one for or not manual, but training guide. Training guide. I was like, I stumbled over my word a little bit. But I misread the training guide. I was reading the advanced copy and not the beginner copy. So I did do a run here and it was 2.5 miles. And then I do 30-minute pace runs during the week. And then Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to have a long run. Some weeks, this is really the only 2-day break I think I get one here as well. I get a big break here because of Mardi Gras. I've handwritten in pencil, because we're actually gonna leave on Thursday evening and we will get back on Tuesday, as it is planned right now. Also at the top over here, I've got weight, chest, arm, waist, hip, thigh, and calf. I do want to measure myself, and then I will put a date. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow, which is also the day that I'm uploading this. So I'm hoping to kind of weigh in a little bit on the 5th and take some measurements. And then this is why I struggle with doing this. I may just do all these measurements and put the date and then do it again before I leave for vacation. Because as we know, vacation can kind of be an uptick. The only vacation I swear I come back from where I'm lighter is Disney, because you walk so much, even though you eat and you drink and all of that. It's a lot of walking. And Mardi Gras will be a lot of walking, but it'll be almost more eating than it's strange, how Mardi Gras went. But that's what my monthly spread is going to look like for February. And then we're going to flip all the way back here past all of this. There we go. Okay. And why didn't I just pull my tab? So I've got, the way that I can tell what year is what is all of the white tabs were 2023. The blue tabs were 2024. Now the gray tabs are 2025. So for February, I wanted to try out this layout from here. I'll zoom in. I don't know why I didn't think to do that before. There we go. That should probably be a little bit better. So for February, I decided I wanted to give Helen's layout a go. So the way that she had it set up is you have the day, which obviously I have to handwrite in because I'm in the back. I'm in the notes section at this point. This is for her runs, and then this is for her other workouts. I'm going to have to play with this section a little bit, which I was afraid of because it carried over here. Because usually if I'm doing like a workout, it's a lot longer. What I think I'll do in the future is just like I'll take out almost the like number, or maybe I'll do like a box and put like 20 and then list off, because usually that's my number. It's like 2 sets of 10. In this case, it's 2 sets of 20. It's very confusing, I know, but this doesn't make it make sense, and I want it to make sense on paper so that when I look back, I'm like, what the heck? This has been honestly tracking my ibuprofen, my TMJ tooth situation, whatever the heck it is, has been flaring. So I've been on a pretty steady, at least I'm not on like the 4 ibuprofen train again. Like we're managing with 2, which is fine. And then I've got this little tracker going on. So I haven't pre-filled every single tracker because I do want some flexibility to change it up a little bit. But as of right now, for the first week, I did journaling, because I'm really realizing once again I'm very, very, very behind in my dailies, and I'm very, very behind in a lot of crafty content things, and it's kind of driving me a bit bananas because it's not, I feel guilty because let me be clear, I do not get paid by YouTube. I am not monetized. If you would like to contribute, feel free to use the super chat feature. I would greatly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all the fun things. But as of right now, I am not monetized. So I'm close and we're getting there, but I feel really guilty when I don't upload on my schedule, which is Wednesdays and Sundays. And it's February and I've missed 2 uploads, and that, or I've cut it close or had to move things around. It's just been a little bit of a struggle bus beginning. But if I don't do my daily pages, it puts me even farther behind, because then I'm waiting, like I'm rushing to create content. Plus if you guys daily journal, you know how nice it is to just like have that brain dump and free that space up, whether it's ranting about something that happened about work or with your relationship, or whether it's planning, a summer vacation or your garden. Like it's meant to like declutter your brain and let you have that space to be creative. Unfortunately, I have not been doing that as frequently, and because of that, it's like causing a lot of anxiety and like built up mess in my brain. So I really need to get back to it. So I thought maybe a tracker would help. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I was working on things, which was great. I have been logging my meals, which is what the second indicator is. And then my steps. So an X means 12,000, a dot means 10,000, and a blank space means I didn't even hit 10. Underneath that, I'm doing notes. So obviously, Helen is using a tracker that's consistent. I think she's using this space for like highlights of the day, which I would like to get to when I'm not on an ibuprofen regimen. And then for the this week section, it's more like highlights, I think. And then I think she does like a sales ad down at the bottom. I think it'd be really cool for me to do like a meal plan or something there, or, what groceries did I buy that week? Like that would be really cool. So, I'm considering that, like, what did I buy? Same concept over here. My trackers for this week are the daily journaling. I've got a money icon. So the way that she was doing it is it was blank if she did spend it was blank if she didn't spend money. It was a dot if she, like a colored in dot if she spent money, but it was kind of like a mandatory thing. So like paying a bill, or something like that. Or if she had to buy something that was a necessity, so like toilet paper, but it was a circle that wasn't colored in, if it was like an irresponsible purchase kind of thing. So I think I'm going to try that. So I definitely have to put in an open dot, because I irresponsibly bought some fancy cookies yesterday for me, but also I bought like this really cool brownie for my mom for her birthday that's coming up. And it's just, I have to think way outside of the box with my mom, because she will unearth everything and spoil all the fun. So I really have to be creative around her birthday and Mother's Day and Christmas, because it's really freaking hard to buy her stuff. And then the steps is going to continue to be the steps. And then I don't have any notes on this week yet. I am going to put washi in that correlates to the weekly spreads. So I've got this Lunar New Year washi here, and this was, Lunar New Year was the 29th. So I thought this would be really cute to use the onesies here. I used the other one in my Hobonichi, which we'll see. I haven't laid down the washi for this week yet, but it is going to be this one right here, and this is from Allie Brown. This week, I'm trying to remember. We'll see them in a minute, but obviously it's pink related, and it's Valentine's related, because Valentine's is Friday, but I don't know which one I picked. Oh, I know what it is. It's the bookshelf washi from, it's a bookshelf washi from Sweet Bean Plans, but it's like a vampire Valentine's type of thing. It's super cute. This is going to be like a one of the cityscape washis, because this is when we leave for New Orleans. That's going to be interesting week to set up for sure. And then this is a self-care theme. If you notice, my pin kind of changes. So this is all done with my Inner Gel Clina. And then when I hit here, I think I did that in the Tombow hard tip. And then that might be a lie. I might have used, because these are much bolder, I think I used the, what is it called? I know this is not it, but it's the Micron, but it's the PN, and I don't know what that stands for. Maybe pin nib or something, but it's like a thicker nib, but it is a Micron pin that I used for that. And then that is the setup for February. After that, March starts here on Saturday. I'm gonna try to do a bingo card for 2025. So I'll show you guys that in one of the flip throughs when it's applicable. I went to a vision board party, and I had been seeing like the bingo card setups. And I think that a bingo card for health and fitness would be so much better for me than a vision board, because I feel like I could really get discouraged with a vision board versus like a goal list when it comes to fitness. And then now we are going to go into my Hobonichi Techo, which is my main planner. So I do also have a budget journal, I have a work journal, and I have my 5-year. Obviously, I don't prep my 5-year. That's memory keeping. My budget planner has a little bit of a setup where I kind of like write down what bills are paid on what checks. It's also where I'm trying to chart my purchases and stuff. I'm kind of keeping that personal for the moment. That's not to say that I won't do a flip through at some point, or kind of maybe I'll do like a quarterly flip through of that, because it's just kind of the same setup over and over again. But I would love to like have little check-in points with it if I can, and just kind of share some victories or some things I'm learning or whatever, because I'm really trying to focus on that this year. My work one I'm going to use from a flip through sense as well. So there's really not a lot of prep that I even do in the first place. You can see it's more like setting up color schemes or things like that. So there's that. But just to let you know, there are other planners at play that we're not gonna look at today. So as far as my habit tracker goes, first of all, I have a lot of filling in to do. I am tracking my cycle, my vitamins and meds, my steps. I do want to separate the vitamins and meds, my steps, my water, reading, my daily page, my 5-year page, meals, which means logging them, a 10-minute activity. So that could be, I've talked about this before. I don't remember where, I think it's Atomic Habits where I got this, and I think it's a smaller increment of time. It's like a 3 or 5 minute activity or something like that. But essentially what you do is in my use of the goal, 10 minutes. I need to dedicate 10 minutes to one task every day that's kind of like a bigger task. So that might mean purging cabinets. It might mean cleaning my closet. It might mean cleaning out my email or my phone, but it's 10 dedicated minutes to that activity. And then I can dead stop or I can keep going if I have more time, but at least I chipped away at it. And it's been really, really efficient for me. And I usually have like an at-home project and I have a work project type of thing. And you can change it. Like, I don't say like, this is the project for the whole week. Like, I can pick a different, like, maybe, for example, I needed a 10-minute tidy of my apartment because it had gotten like completely out of hand on Saturday when I was cooking nonstop. And I was like, oh my God, there's like laundry everywhere that needs to be put away. It was like done, but it needed to be folded and put away. My closet was a nightmare. So that kind of could get roped in there. And so I was like, cool, I'm just going to spend 10 minutes straight of tidying, like, and get whatever I can get done. If that's vacuuming, if sweeping, just 10 minutes of just hardcore cleaning. And then I don't know why I put French on here, to be completely honest. I think I forgot I did it and I should have separated out the vitamins and meds. And then INT is for intimacy. So that gives me a place to put my intimacy. Yes, the hearts are color coded and they mean different things, and that's private. So I'm going to leave that there, but I still think it's a really great idea to incorporate into your planners. Okay, I think we're all in frame here. Flipping over to my monthly spread, I am using this really pretty washi from Crate Paper. If I can get it. It's from the Forever Fields collection. Oh, it's Maggie Holmes, not Crate Paper. So it's this washi right here. It's just kind of like very Tim Holtzy and vintagey, and I liked it. And then I've got my cleaning list. I've already checked off a few things because, like I said, I kind of power cleaned a little bit this past weekend. And then I do need to go back and put in some videos because I did edit a little bit over the weekend and go ahead and get some things pre-filled. So I think I actually have videos going up already for like, I know I've got one set up for the 12th. Obviously I know what I did on the 2nd. This is the 5th. And I've got some work to do before the 9th, I think. But that is my setup for that. Flipping, I don't think there's much else to say about that, to be honest. I think this is 772 as far as the Tombow goes. That's usually, yeah, that's my favorite paint. So that's 772. Flipping over to my weekly spreads, I am filming this a little bit later than I normally would. Typically, this would have been the upload for the 29th, if I'm being completely real. Like I said, it's been a little chaotic, but I did use the Lunar New Year, one of the Lunar New Year washies, and some of the kits. I had the focus of 020, N60, and N761 as my Tombow colors, and I really liked how they turned out. I feel like they're perfect matches. I'll talk about this week when we go through some January and February flip throughs. I got inspiration for these setups by Kina Prince. I absolutely love how she's got it set up. And it's really been helpful with having trackers on daily page, like on this spread, because I'm more cognizant of it. Like I literally forgot that I had French as a habit, like for the month, completely forgot. So I've got a mood tracker, my weather, and then all my other personal trackers. I usually leave this one kind of blank and let it kind of guide me for what I need. And if I haven't picked out something by Wednesday, I'm just like, what's what's something that I could focus on for the rest of the week? I also have jury duty this particular week. So I've really been spending a lot of time at work until I find out that I don't have to report the next day. Like, I worked until probably 5 o'clock on Friday of last week. I worked until 6 o'clock last night and then came home and updated some more things. So it's a little bit crazy. I might use this as like a highlight section too. I think I've done that at this point. I could technically put a workout checklist like Wednesday's 30-minute run, Friday's 30-minute run, my long run, which is usually on Sunday. I could put, a treadmill workout, a lifting weights workout, and just check them off, or maybe put what days. I'm not sure, but you could use the space for a lot. I split that washi from Allie Brown so that I had a top and a bottom. I used N89 for my water tracker, and then I don't remember the name. I do have all my Tombos swatched in my Hobonichi weeks. So this is 133. It's right there is my green. And I really like that pop of green. Originally in the January video, I had this green here and then forgot that Lunar New Year was Wednesday. So I just pulled it up and switched it. I'm sorry, my stomach just growled. This is the super cute bookshelf washi I was talking about. It's got little vampires, and it's a Halloween, I think is what they call it. And that is because Valentine's is Friday. This is the Cityscape. So this was the first one that she did. There's a nighttime version as well. And then, like I said, we leave for New Orleans on Thursday evening, very, very late. So the weekend will be spent in New Orleans. And then we drive back on Tuesday. So I really want to focus on self-care as I come back from the trip. And I just want to be journaling and just relaxing, being present. And then I start going into my birthday month at the end of that week. So as far as prep, like I said, I keep it really simple. I just throw down some washi. I try to give myself some good guidelines. I think moving forward, I'll probably prep the tracker spreads and things like that, but I kind of want to make sure they hold. So I might prep them a week or two in advance. But again, I think that's been really fun for me to change up the goals on a weekly basis, to leave some space to change things. I think that's always been my struggle with planners that are too if you look at passion planners, they're very here's your format. Whereas I loved Kokuyo Jabun and I love Hobonichi Cousins and Weeks and things like that, because they kind of block the page off for you, but you can then fill it in with whatever trackers or sections you want to, and it still has a lot of room for creativity. So sorry about the lateness. And like I said, I've just been really busy with a few things and life gets crazy, but hopefully I'll be a little bit more consistent moving forward. And thank you for your patience in the meantime. But until I see you guys next time, enjoy creating your own little wonderlands. Bye everyone.